Way back in the Dog Creek Hills, just east of Claremore, the song of the truck tires along the Turner Turnpike tends to overwhelm the silence of passing moments, even out here in the country.
Can you carry that out to the cart? Okay.
Alieta Gunn doesn't mind, though. The 140 acres she lives on is enough of a buffer between traffic and tranquility. Her granddaughter Mackenzie is helping her feed the animals today. Alieta has always been what she calls a critter person.
I was born on a huge farm, and my brother liked the tractor stuff, and if it wasn't an animal, I wasn't interested.
Whether she owns them or they just fly in for a visit, Alieta will take care of them, offering up something to eat day after day.
Come on, Tabby. Well, they're just all God's critters, and everyone has to eat, and we have had snow and ice so many days at a time that things were really hungry.
At the top of the hill overlooking Alieta's duck pond, her husband Curtis has some creating to do.
Well, I can do it myself rather than have to go pay a high price to get it done.
In his welding shop, Curtis Gunn can make whatever he needs.
Just general welding, basically. I redo it, if I have to, re-weld it if something breaks. I don't have to go to a welding shop. I can do it, and a lot of friends come in.
Boy, do they. Forget the turnpike. Every Friday and Saturday night, this old half-mile-long dirt driveway is the busiest road in Rogers County. That's when Curtis Gunn's welding shop becomes a concert hall. And a loosely knit band of buddies everyone calls the Gun Hill Bunch takes to the homemade stage.
1, 2, check. You never know where they'll come from, or how long they'll play, or what to play. They'll just come in and ask you, care if I get on the stage, and I'll say, no, sir. Make yourself at home, and I hope you enjoy it enough to come back.
They always do. Guitar pickers and boot scooters. Every single Saturday night for going on 30 years now.
We get together and jam because we like to play music, and it's not a set format or anything. If you want to play, you show up and you play. They get a spot on the stage to set up. You set up, play a little while, move over and let somebody else play a little while.
It's like anything else. It's some real good musicians, some mediocre, and some fair, So they all get up there and jam, and we usually have a pretty good dance crowd. They'll come from 10 mile away or 80 mile away or 100 mile away. We have one 88-year-old lady that drives from Stillwater up here, not every night, but just about every Saturday night.
Her name is Mabel Staley.
I like it because they're so friendly. They just embrace you. I was over here at the benefit, and I thought it was a museum. I thought it was everything, and you just feel at peace over here. My father played for dances in places like this.
Gina Wilson grew up with a big voice and an even bigger dream to be a singing star. But she and her musician friends didn't have a place to rehearse in Claremore until Curtis offered the use of his, much smaller in those days, welding shop.
We all started going up there on the weekends and just getting together and, as you would say, pick and grin, And from there, we started a band from his house. All of us that went up there and played. But people started coming, and it began to get to where there wasn't enough room. So he asked us, would we play there if he expanded the building and made a big stage, and we said, sure.
The building has been expanded again since then, and the stage is bigger too. Gina doesn't sing professionally anymore. She's a banker now. But once in a while, Curtis can still talk her into coming out.
So it's still fun when you hear a song that that you think, well, I could do that. I could do that song, and it's still fun when you see people dancing and having a good time. It's fun.
No one has more fun at a dance than Jim and Meredith Jenner. They come over every Saturday from Tulsa.
We just kind of have a little fun act that we kind of cheer everybody up and either think we're good or a bunch of fools. And we don't really care.
Amazingly, all this fun is free. All Curtis asks is that the ladies act like ladies and the gentlemen act like gentlemen.
Curtis loves music. He loves it. I think he loves people. He loves to meet people. He loves to talk to people. And as this started out, as I said, people started, more different people started coming from different places, different musicians. And he just enjoys visiting with them. He enjoys people coming to his house.
Most music lovers just go out and buy a stereo. Curtis Gunn stayed home and built a stage.